Fans, we're back with Rampage Pro Wrestling, and you talked about a main event. We just saw a great matchup. Kyle Matthews successfully defending the NWA RPW heavyweight title against the adorable Anthony Andrews. Great matchup, but forget about everything else, because right now, the match we waited for, you see the man walking out with not one but two belts, Mr. Charlie Cash and his Cash Vault, hit for hire Bobby Moore, and Mr. Big himself, Rob Adonis. Today, perhaps their toughest challenge to date as they defend the title and belts against the men who claim they never lost them.
Former
four-time
champions, hope to be five-time champions, former world champions. We'll find out tonight who the end result is going to be. But right now, we're looking at a very tough and dangerous team in the Cash Vault. Half of the Cash Vault, because Jeremy Vane and the Judge are also part of this little group.
And we saw the devastating effect of the Judge attacking J-Rod recently. Don't know how that's going to end up, but the Judge certainly a powerful player, as well as Jeremy Vane in the Cash Vault. And Charlie Cash, these are the only belts left in the Cash Vault. I know Charlie Cash doesn't want to lose them.
And what a main event this is going to be, as now we're prepared for a team that had appeared to have some disagreement recently, but I guarantee you they're going to be on the same page tonight, because who wouldn't want them to be our five-time champions?
Absolutely.
Murder One, one of the original athletes here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. AJ Steele, the same. These two define Rampage Pro Wrestling and are the best of the best.
And as we said before, any functioning team at some point is going to have a disagreement, some kind of a problem, but hopefully they're all over that now, back together with one focus and one aim being the NWA RPW Tag Team titles.
And we got to remember, it was Murder One who came in a recent six-man tag action. We had Luke Gallows here as a special guest on that particular evening, but Murder One got the victory for his team.
Yes, cell phone and all.
Well, he had a call.
And right now it's AJ Steele, and they seem to be on
Maybe
one
he had
page.
to call somebody.
He probably did. Thunderbolt Patterson, of course, a man that always tells you to call the fans and tell them that we're on the air. I hope you've done that now. Hope you've called someone to watch this program and see this great matchup for the tag team title.
The contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NWA RPW
I assure you this is a main event anywhere you go in the country.
Introducing first, they are from the Dark City, weighing in at a total combined weight of 491 pounds. The team of the usual suspects, AJ Steele and Murder One.
There's your challengers.
And their opponents, weighing in at a total combined weight of 500 pounds. They are accompanied to the ring by Charlie Cash, Rob Adonis, and hit for hire Bobby Moore.
We've got some heavyweights in this match. Bill Behrens, you talked about championship wrestling and talked about heavyweight championships. These guys define what heavyweights are all about. And I would even put Charlie Cash in that.
Charlie might fall into the super heavyweight class.
And right now, the fans giving a hard time to the Cash Vault. And Murder One and AJ Steele look like they are ready for business here. And as Dusty Rhodes used to say, business is about to pick up.
And business is good.
And right now, let's see how we start. Bobby Moore going to start for his team. And Murder One mocking Bobby Moore a little bit. Has his cap on.
And it's on as Murder One looks out to the crowd, trying to get a little bit of the fin. There's a timeout now being called by Murder One.
And being searched, I'm sure that's the first time that's ever happened in his life.
He's never profiled.
And at that time, nothing on him. Bobby Moore complaining, and Murder One more than willing to let him check him.
Murder One also.
Maybe they should check Charlie Cash. He might have a fork or a spoon somewhere. And right now, Bobby Moore just real reluctant to lock up with Murder One, realizing what's at stake here, the tag team goal.
You know, Murder One, AJ Steele been wrestling all over the Southeast, but Murder One has had a separate agenda for quite a while now, as he's one of the feature athletes on the Urban Wrestling Federation's pay-per-views on a regular basis, one coming up in Miami, Florida, I believe, very soon.
And Murder One also a trainer of great wrestlers. This man's been around the ring for a long time, a veteran.
And just rubbing the face of Bobby Moore into the mat, which has been coated from our previous match with protein powder.
Caught him with a clothesline, and now rolls him up. Only a 1 count. Murder 1 right on top of him. And going over and head to the boot of A.J. Steele. Tag is made. And it looks like that Dr. Johnny Yaton's efforts in reuniting this team have worked. Shoulder tackle there to the midsection 3 times, 4 times 5. Battering now in the corner. Just taking all the wind right out of the sails of Bobby Moore.
Bobby Moore hasn't really able to get any head of steam going so far in this match, but as of now, the usual suspects are the suspects of old, and back and forth and working in synergy are the usual suspects as they've got Bobby Moore set up as a ping pong ball.
And I'm sure he is seeing stars right now. Murder 1 holding his arms up, making sure the referee sees he's not doing anything wrong. And AJ has been pushed all the way back and a hard chop delivered from the Dark City.
By the way, one of the things Bobby Moore, Charlie Cash, they've come to me, and I know they've come to you, Ben, and they've told the fans, please do not chant Barney at Bobby Moore. He finds it offensive, and he does not want fans to bring signs that say Barney, to chant Barney at him. He finds it offensive. So fans, we told him we would ask you all not to do that.
And he doesn't love anybody, apparently.
No, not at all.
I think the only thing he loves is Charlie Cash's money, and that's green, not purple.
Yes, and the Cash vault may not be a happy family.
Double hip toss, took the man down hard and driving down with a fist to the head. Murder 1 taking him to the street. Only a 1 count. Give the credit where credit is due. Bobby Moore is a tough hombre just to stand in the ring this long with the usual suspects.
Rob Adonis, though, distracting the referee Dustin Robinson, and that's not really helping his partner Bobby Moore, who is now being forced into the ring ropes by Murder 1, who's a man that knows how to take every advantage and how to hurt his opponent. A.J. Steele walking away, but that just releases Bobby Moore to be attacked and raked in the back by Murder 1.
And Bobby Moore doesn't even know what corner he's in right now. He is just struggling.
And he's grabbed him by the facial hair, Ben.
And he has quite a bit there, a handful of it. And being used to a disadvantage there, a hard punch to the face. Turned out to a tooth out that time. And again, only a 1 count. Hit for hire, Bobby Moore, as tough as nails. He takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Down goes Moore as A.J. Steele, outside in with a hard senton maneuver, covers him only for a 2 count. That could have been 3.
And now it is A.J. Steele pummeling the man from behind the back of the head. Very dangerous to hit a man in the head that hard. Certainly the man is not thinking straight as it is. Hard blow to the midsection by A.J. Steele, now taking the head, ramming it into that turnbuckle. This man may have a concussion before this day is over.
Goes Bobby Moore in the ropes, picks him up. The strong man, A.J. Steele, holds him for Murder 1, who's up, slice and dice maneuver with the elbow. Takes him down, goes for the cover, doesn't hook the leg. though, but Rob Adonis quickly getting in the ring for the breakup. He realized that could have been it right there. New champions, but not so much as Bobby Moore throws a blow only to be cut off with a knee by Murder One.
And now the tag is made, and this match was a long time in the making, as you know. AJ Steele and Murder One have wanted this match in the worst way for a very long time. They finally get the opportunity right here on Rampage Pro Wrestling TV. And now AJ picks a man up, showing that great power, and drops him with a suplex.
Vertical suplex takes him down. Cover again, should be hooking the leg. But right now, one of the things the suspects seem to like in all of their matches is the opportunity to punish their opponents.
And they are doing that right now. And you know, there is no love lost here between the suspects and the Cash Vault. This is not their first run-in with these guys. And you know they want to pay them back for some stuff they've done to them in the past, as well as send a message to Mr. Charlie Cash at ringside. And right now a nerve hold applied to the neck. And
just
now
imagine the strength that AJ Steele can impose on those nerves in the neck. And you can tell by looking at the face of Bobby Moore that he's having numbness on that side. He's trying to elevate that arm to simply keep some feeling going. As AJ Steele grabs him, tosses him hard into the opposing corner, comes in with a boot and repeated blows to the top of the head.
And his body's turning purple to match the outfit now, as he's just being battered backwards and forwards by the suspects. So much so that Dustin Robinson's having to actually pull AJ back.
Poke to the eyes, cuts off AJ Steele. Bobby Moore, tremendous resiliency. Hit for hire is definitely the most valuable player in the Cash Vault on a regular basis.
Double arm whip, but now look at this, using the man and slams him into the corner. But
look at that, elbow off, and the big man is in. Fallaway suplex maneuver takes him over hard. Does Rob Adonis. Tremendous show of strength by Adonis right there as Moore finally is able to get out of the ring. But you see what he did. He went in, took the best the suspects had, still able to get the big man in, and now taking over are the Cash Vault.
Tell you what, Bobby Moore may be the most underrated wrestler around here by himself. He has stayed in the ring a long time with both these men. Standing suplex that time dropped him hard to the canvas, stunned him, but only a 2 count. Rob Adonis, Mr. Big, a big man in the ring.
Well, they got to have a plan. Everybody's got a plan. Every team has to have a plan. And one of the plans that Cash Vault is executing successfully is they put Bobby Moore in. He takes the punishment, but somehow he always seems to be able to get one man into a compromised position and bring in the totally fresh man at that point.
And now Bobby Moore right back in the ring, now pounding away on AJ Steele. AJ is in no man's land right now. He does not want to be in that Cash Vault corner, especially with Mr. Charlie Cash right there ringside.
And the referee going after Murder One as Rob Adonis grabs a hold of AJ Steele and does damage to him while he's over in the corner. Now grabs again, forcing the choke and elevating to get as much pressure as possible as Bobby Moore joins in as they're choking down AJ Steele in the corner while Dustin Robinson is distracted, getting Murder One back to his corner. Murder One should know better than that. He needs, a veteran that he is, he needs to get back to that neutral corner and help his partner have an opportunity to get break, basically, from the damage being done. And now Charlie Cash tosses in a little bit, and quite literally a little.
Charlie Cash real big when someone is down, that's for sure. And Bobby Moore caught him outside the ring right in the face, should have broke his nose there.
Moore grabs a hold of it. Headbutt by Bobby Moore, another headbutt.
That could be a mistake there because we know the head
now
of AJ
repeated
Steele's
blows
hard.
with the elbow to the top of the head, and Moore is back in the ring, but he hasn't been able to take the big man Steele off his feet.
Once again, we remind you, this is for the NWA RPW Tag Team Championship. The champions, the Cash Vault, defending against the suspects.
Steele comes off the rope to call with the forearm, but he catches a lariat right there of his own. He's over the corner, should have made the tag. Murder One wanted him to, but AJ Steele focused on Bobby Moore. Blew off the opportunity, but now he's thinking better of it and throws Moore over to the corner, and now he's ready to make that tag.
Well, AJ in the middle of a fight, not wanting to give up this positioning yet. Want to get another boot in there before he gets out. You know, this man has a lot of pride, AJ Steele. Murder One now catching Rob Adonis as Rob Adonis tried to come in and going right back in on Bobby Moore.
And now Adonis back in regardless. The Murder One turns around. One for him, another for him. Caught in the middle.
Face
into
first.
The corner. Bobby Moore gets out of the way only to get caught. And now he's taken down. This could be it right here on Moore. 1, 2. No!
Oh, man, almost had new champions right there as he planted the man right in the middle of the ring.
Murder One had him right there as AJ Steele sees Rob Adonis, and he goes in to cut him off, and now we've got all 4 men in the ring, Ben.
Pandemonium here in this Tag Team Championship match. AJ
there
Steele
goes Rob Adonis
out.
outside the ring. AJ Steele.
Looking like it's going to be all she wrote here for Bobby Moore.
And now right there, AJ Steele being forced from the ring
Wait
as
a minute.
Moore goes behind. He's got a hook. There's one, there's
him out
two,
from behind.
there's 3.
How did that happen? We know AJ Steele was sent out of the ring by the referee, and just long enough for hit for hire Bobby Moore to come up behind Murder One and get that roll up. 1, 2, 3, the winners, and still NWA RPW Tag Team Champions, the Cash Vault, Rob Adonis, and hit for hire Bobby Moore. Can't believe it, but it's happened right here. You got to give credit where credit is due. Bobby Moore was there, and he was ready.
And the team appeared to be on the same page. Everything was going well. They were about to set up for their patented double team maneuver, normally a match finisher, but they didn't get executed. Dustin Robinson doing his job. You can't take that away from him. But right now you see a lot of frustration on Murder One, and he's pointing at AJ Steele like it's his fault.
We'll see the fans on.
Wait a minute.
Sunday,
wait a minute.
March 25th.
Dr. Gayton has come out, Ben.
Dr. Gayton's coming out, trying to keep anything from going on here with the suspects. We know there's been some problems in the past, and the fans are chanting rematch. They certainly are supportive of the suspects. And of course, we know that any man can be beaten.
Look, with Murder One just going after him to slap him over and over. And now the locker room clearing. I don't know if Murder One was just trying to express frustration or I don't know what was going on right there.
I can't believe what I've just seen here.
Dr. Gayton was trying to get it. Now AJ Steele wants a piece of Murder One.
Well, we know that we thought the problems have been patched up. Obviously, they've been reopened. The wounds are there. And now this should be war between the suspects. I can't believe it. AJ Steele had done nothing. Murder One obviously upset with the outcome of the match. He was defeated. Fans, what a program. We got to go. Until next week, Ben Masters and Bill Behrens. So long, everybody.